Enra Chef Smith the beto monte say a Guinness World Record. Omode a record no for the longest cooking no. Omode amano. Enra be cancer no. Nenra krona no a enra police for ekwache no. Nenra krona a ne record no eba monte say record no a fake. Na a Chef Smith ni manager ababekasa area fast answer no ho say a record no a fake any one say bebre.
Get to Benny right now. Okay, anyway. Hello, good morning, Benny.
Yeah, good morning.
I hope everything is cool.
By God's grace.
Okay, so Benny is the manager for Chef Smith, and here on HFM, we just want to find out from you how it has been from yesterday, since we had information that Chef Smith and yourself had been invited to the La Police station.
Yeah, we are good, and then we are being released. Yeah.
You were released yesterday.
Say again.
You were released yesterday.
Sorry, say again. I didn't hear.
Were you released yesterday or this morning?
Oh, this morning. This morning at 3 a.m.
Okay, so you were kept at the police in the police custody for the whole evening and the night as well.
Yeah.
Wow. And what are the charges, if I may ask?
No charge. So maybe you can ask the police what is our crime or what is the charge. So there's no charge, to our best of our knowledge. Did you detain us in the first place? No charge, because they admitted we have not committed any crime. So if there is any misunderstanding, it should be a civil case that we can sit down and talk if there is some understanding. But they admitted themselves that there's no crime issue here. So why do you want to detain us?
So you claim it's an unlawful arrest?
Yeah.
Are you claiming that it's an unlawful arrest?
Well, I don't want to go into that. I mean, for us, we are focused. If you ask me, my focus here is the good news that Millennium Chef Smith is a new record holder and all that. I'm focused on that, not these things. I know it is meant to distract and all that, so we are forging ahead. Well,
according to a letter that we have here, that is our media journalist Kwame Dazi wrote to GWR to ascertain how valid your GWR record.
No better say Enra Krampo no Chef Smith Enra ye no e de ne koto afiase enti ono na anopa momuko honom no ye nim at the property here, Chef Smith.
Title is, and the message says, "Hi, thank you for your message. No, this is not true. He does not hold the GWR title. This is not our certificate. The current and true record holder is for the longest cooking marathon by an individual is 119 hours, 59 minutes and 16 seconds. It's achieved by Alan Fisher of Ireland. According to GWR, they say that your certificate or your claim is false."
Are you alleging or you are speaking on authority that Guinness World Record is saying that?
On authority, this is official email that we have from GWR.
When as at today?
Yes, as at this morning, 8:53 a.m.
So you are confirming that?
Yes, I can confirm that for you.
Well, I'm not privy to that. For what we know, the same Guinness World Record that sent us email and all that, I can share those emails with you if you want. And for them to deny if what we have shared or what we have put out there is not true, I mean, that is that. As simple as that. We know the same people have sent to us. So if you are saying you can confirm, well...
Because I'm reading the email right now. I'm reading the official email from GWR right now.
Okay.
Can you share yours with us?
Why not? I've shared with a lot of networks, so I can share mine with you if you want.
Okay, so if it comes out, I mean, as it stands now, officials from GWR, the same email and the same person who replied to us with respect to Ifua Singleton is the same person who is replying to this one. So if it comes out that is your claim is false, what would be your reaction to this whole situation?
Well, you're saying that if it's fine, let's get there, then we'll cross.
Let's get there, then we'll cross there.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning. How is Chef doing?
By God's grace, he's doing well.
So, the two of you, you've been released from the police custody, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot for joining us this morning, Benny.
Welcome.
Well, we just spoke to Benny. Benny is Chef Smith's manager and Charlie issues. Hey!
Nano ena Chef Smith ebra na oye eye ne kukaton no. Oni eye Amadia eye shopping center. Oni omo ene ye collaboration nti omo hokra ene okodi djuma omo space na omo de mana or the eye ne kukaton no. But no oya announcement no wan bo mama ne.
Speak to Ni Amatefio, and he is the media coordinator for Amadia Shopping Center here in Accra, located at Springted. Hello, Ni, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm blessed and highly favored, and I'm sure you are blessed as well.
I am.
Thank you for. It's a rainy day, yes, but thank you for choosing to talk to us.
Yeah.
Well, yesterday in the news, your Amadia is buzzing. I mean, with respect to the issues that happened at La Palm Royal Hotel. That is yesterday. There is news going around that your outfit, led by Nana Boro, went with the police and the military officials to arrest Chef Smith. How true is this?
Okay, thank you. And then good morning to your cherished listeners. First off, I would like to, on behalf of the management of Amadia, would like to render an unqualified apology to the journalist that was in your studio yesterday. And we were told that he was assaulted by one of the police officers, and they seized his phone, and some pictures were deleted from his phone. I think that is quite uncalled for. We condemn that action by the police officer. It's not the right of the police officer to seize the journalist's phone and, to that matter, delete the content of it. So we want to render an unqualified apology to that journalist. It has nothing to do with us at all. I was there. I saw it was later. Then I saw the policeman banter with the military guy banter with the journalist. And the time I got in, it was already over. So let me just apologize to that journalist. We're trying to fish out who that military officer is, to call him personally, also to render an apology to him. So
okay.
That's just the first thing I would like to say.
Okay.
So let me quickly move on to the issue. So, well, it is true that yesterday there was a press conference by Chef Smith, a press conference that the headline sponsor for the 3-month Coca-Cola event at our shopping mall, that we were not informed, we're not in the known. We just got wind of that press conference only yesterday through a flyer that was advertised on Chef Smith's Facebook page. So when we got wind of that, we tried as much as possible to get in touch with Chef Smith and his management team to find out what the problem was and what are the issues. Why is it that he's going ahead with a supposed press conference without recourse to the headline sponsor? And before this Coca-Cola, we signed a 3-year contract with Chef Smith to regulate our working relationship. And as part of the contract, we stated clearly that after the Coca-Cola event, any activity that he has to engage in, he must first of all inform us before any decision or any activity is engaged. It was part of the contract.
Okay.
So when we saw that flyer flying on social media, there's going to be a press conference to announce or to unveil him as the new record holder for the Coca-Cola, we were quite amazed and we were quite surprised. So as I said, we made some calls to his team to find out, and there was no response from his team. So on that day, that was yesterday, we went to the place to ascertain to ourselves to know whether indeed the certificate that he wants to display is indeed a certificate from the Guinness World Record. And then if indeed they have endorsed him by an email to him that he has broken the record and is the new record holder. So when we got there, we tried to go in to speak with him, and they were preventing us from entering into the press hall to speak, to engage Chef Smith. So we're quite worried. So we keep asking questions. What is happening? Can we speak? Can we sit down and talk? All we need to know is that has GWR endorsed your cookathon? Are they giving you a response? Can you confirm by way of email any evidence to show? Because don't forget that we sponsored you, and as far as we're concerned, our brand is what we use to sponsor the 3-month cookathon. So we have the right to know. It's a simple endeavor. They refused to answer those questions. Surprisingly, they didn't even want us to enter into the hall to even speak to Chef Smith ourselves.
Okay.
No, so there was a back and forth. We keep demanding. Please hold on with the press conference, because if indeed it is confirmed from the Guinness World Record institution that indeed you have broken the record, we are going to pick up this, because it's great news for you and the Mother Ghana. Because when you attempt this record, it is not about you anymore. It's about the motherland. It's about the nation.
Okay. So, pardon my interruption. So, if I'm right, the main reason why you interrupted the press conference is that you wanted to be in the know that, or you wanted to be rest assured that the GWR, or the Guinness World Record certificate that is going to be on display, is actually original and authentic.
Exactly.
Okay, so
that was all our concern.
Okay.
Because as I told you, right after the cookathon, engaging Chef Smith and his team was so difficult. They hardly pick up our calls. We keep asking about updates upon updates. We keep asking the management whether they didn't upload the contents on the GWR website. What are the response? Nothing was coming from them. So we were in the dark. We don't know what was happening until yesterday when we saw the flyer advertising that it's going to have a press conference. And of course, our brand is associated to the cookathon. So if you are going to do anything, as far as our brand is concerned, we need to know. So the whole point of getting there was just to understand and for him to confirm to us that indeed it's GWR who has confirmed him as the new holder of the cookathon. That was all.
Okay.
So when the back and forth was going on, and we realized that they were not coming forth and talking to us, and they were still going on with a press conference, Chef Smith himself didn't even come out to even speak to us. We said no. There was something I missed at this point in time. So we placed a call to the police to come in, to at least intervene, hold the press conference, have the dialogue first. Let's understand. Let's see some form of evidence from GWR. And then we can even proceed. Now we can even join you to do the press conference.
The police for Echo Omode Echo Swa, a Chef Smith. No, so do no, nan comedy and comobes cars with the cool eye. But as a Chef Smith, no, why not just say or no more encasa? Also, no, what use you or many one here, Juma. It's BBC Grand Aba, a Basobody, almost so Pabasobody any be because a Madia shopping center. Oh, Boma Baswa, send me a month for so a bit to me a patronize yomo. It's a no can be, and almost so echo Chef Smith, anti Omofutu, and almost free police. And I'm before mobile, a Beswa, a Chef Smith, and then echo
together.
Okay, so it's not the case that is being put out there. It's not a rumor that's circulating that it's an alleged case of fraud.
Nobody has been accused him of any fraud. Nobody. What has he? He hasn't fraud anybody. All we are asking, or the reason why we went there, was just to ascertain the validity or the veracity of what he's claiming that he has gotten from GWR. As simple as that.
Okay, Niso, confirm or debunk some of these rumors for us this morning. First rumor circulating on social media is that Amadia Shopping Center is part of the management team of Chef Smith, the Millennium Chef, and as a matter of that, you guys have equal access to the GWR email that should, or as it is, had the certificate being sent to.
No, we do not have access to any email. We are just sponsors. We partnered him to do the cookathon. That's what we did. But in terms of the email accessibility and everything, is him and his team. They have access. That's why when we finished the cookathon, we gave every content for him to upload on the GWR website. He did everything with his team. We were not part of it. So no communication. We didn't have any communication with GWR.
How was the relationship between yourself, that is Ahmadiyya Shopping Center, and Chef Smith after the cookathon?
In fact, up to today, I can tell you we still have a good relationship with Chef Smith. We do. As far as
so what seems to be the problem?
We can't fathom. We can't. At this point, we can't. There's nothing. The only thing we can do is to hazard a guess. That's what we can do.
Okay, so
we did not have any problem whatsoever with Chef Smith because we sponsored, as I said, it was a 3-month event from February all the way to March, and everything that happened there was through Ahmadiyya Shopping Center.
Okay, so
everything to him. In fact, on the final day, if you were there, we organized a big musical concert just to honor him for what he has achieved. And after that, we'll keep engaging him. It was until, I think, around April or March ending thereabout. After then, we realized that he was not coming forth, he was not responding to our calls, but of course, maybe he might be busy, was trying to upload the content, so we gave him time. So we're expecting him to come back to us immediately. He get that information that indeed his attempt has been successful. And believe you me, if Chef Smith has come to us and informed us that the attempt has been successful, even when he started, you saw what we do. What if it has been successful? We could have organized a bigger press conference. We could have invited the media. We could have invited other celebrities to come and share in that, because it is Ghana that has won. And we are trying to project the image of Ghana. It is to our credit that we've sponsored a Ghanaian who is the first Ghanaian to have won or to overthrown
Alan Fisher.
Smith. What's the name of the
Alan Fisher,
the current order?
That is Alan Fisher.
Alan Fisher. I mean, it's a monumental feat that we're going to join him to celebrate.
I want to ask you this question.
No problem at all with Chef Smith as far as management is concerned.
Okay, so Chef, I want to ask you something. Was he arrested yesterday?
Okay, so what happened was that when the police came in, at that time the press conference was over. In fact, they have gone ahead to announce and to tell the world that he is a world record breaker. He displayed the certificate and all that. So when the police came, we told the police that we suspect there is something amiss. So please, if he can bring or he can invite Chef Smith and the manager so that we can have a conversation. Then the police start looking for Chef Smith. Chef Smith was nowhere to be found. The manager was there at that time. So the manager was invited to the police station to explain why they did what they did. So after the interrogation, he was then arrested because the answers were not forthcoming. He was not able to provide any scintilla of evidence that shows that indeed GWR confirmed Chef Smith has broken the record, and if indeed the certificate was coming from GWR, he couldn't do that. So he was arrested. Then they asked him to produce Chef Smith. Later in the evening, after several calls to Chef Smith, he then appeared. He was then also questioned, interrogated, and then arrested. So the arrest of Chef Smith and the manager has nothing to do with Ahmadiyya Shopping Center.
Okay.
It was just the police doing their work.
Okay, so if I'm right on this, kindly let me know. As said yesterday in the evening, or even as it stands now, the police have interrogated the manager of Chef Smith and Chef Smith himself, and that they can't authenticate, or you guys can't authenticate how real or the fakeness of the GWR certificate that he produced yesterday at the press conference.
Exactly. We can't. We have sent an email after that. As everybody that a lot of people have sent email trying to ascertain from GWR to confirm or deny. But as we speak now, no response has come from GWR. So as we can't authenticate, we can't say that indeed what he's saying is true or not true.
Have you had access to the email? Because the manager said, he spoke to Dr. Pounds yesterday on this platform that they sent them the certificate via email. Have you had access to the email? Have you seen the email from GWR?
They have not sent anything to us. As I said, we are not copied in any of their emails.
It's not about being copied. Once you had the manager at the police station, I'm sure maybe he could have showed you the email.
Yeah, so this morning we're going to go there because it was late yesterday. After the time we're leaving there around 9 o'clock, nothing has been shown to us. You see, even when we were at the La Palm trying to find out from them anything, if they can show us, and they couldn't show us anything. I mean, we had lost. We didn't know. So if he's claiming that he has evidence that shows that GWR has indeed confirmed that Chef Smith has broken the record, hallelujah, praise the Lord. And that's all we need. And then we can take it from there. But as we speak now, as at this morning, nothing whatsoever. And we cannot, as I said, confirm or deny whether what he has is valid or not valid.
In the case where it comes out that Chef Smith did not break the world record, what would be the stance of Ahmadiyya Shopping Center?
Well, that would be a big worry, not for Ahmadiyya Shopping Center alone on the management, but to all Ghanaians. Because as I said, this thing now goes beyond Chef Smith and even Ahmadiyya. It's about Ghana, our reputation.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Because since 1955, when this GWR was established, I mean, every citizen that has attempted goes through a certain procedure. And you know, GWR, they have a very strict procedure. You know, before they can confirm that indeed you've broken the record, they have to scrutinize everything to make sure that the right thing is done. So if it turns out that, I mean, what Chef Smith has presently is not from GWR, it's going to be a grave concern to us and to Ghanaians. And as of now, as I keep saying, we can't fathom why he has to do such a thing. Why he has to, if indeed it is true that what he has is not from GWR, why must you fake such a thing? Why must you organize a press conference to announce something that is not it?
Okay.
That is beyond our comprehension at this point in time.
Okay.
But we are hoping that this morning, when we get to the police station, he will be able to provide evidence to us. And when he provides that evidence, we are going to cross-check with GWR to confirm again to us that indeed what he has shown to us is coming from them. Because once bitten, as they always say,
twice shy.
Exactly.
Thank you, Nee. Before you take leave of us, there's also a video circulating on social media. In fact, I did an editorial where I was reliably informed that there were certain periods during his attempt at the longest cooking marathon that he, Chef Smith, wasn't around. And this wasn't just his break. It just wasn't just the rest break. There were certain points in time that he wasn't around. Can you confirm or deny that?
Well, I mean, you cannot have it 100% correct when it comes to this thorn issue. You know, there's a lot of things that happens, I mean, offset, sometimes onset and all that. But, I mean, the best people to judge is GWR people.
Okay.
If you could remember when Ifua finished a Singathon, it was the same thing. But they uploaded everything, and then they came back and then spelled out the wrong and what they did wrong and everything. So it's up for them to now tell us whether what we've uploaded, there is something we violated some of the rules and the regulations. It's for them to, we can't say. But of course, I mean, as human as it is, I mean, there are a few lapses here and there. But whether that can erase everything that he has done, I mean, GWR is the best people to tell us.
Okay. Nee, thanks a lot for joining us this morning.
Grateful.
God bless you so much. We just spoke to Nee Amatefu. He's the media coordinator for Ahmadiyya Shopping Center. And issues are unfolding just by the minute, by the second. German portfolio, the MC. Everything cool. I'd like to do my editorial before we start. And because I'm picking up new information with respect to I'm picking up new information with respect to the GWR world record attempt for the longest cooking marathon, and it's not looking good. Jermaine, when this issue started yesterday, people, I mean, took bits and pieces of my editorial that I did on the whole tonton, and they were spreading it. Broken the record for the longest cooking marathon. A total of 800 and
20 hours.
Yeah, 820.
802. 802.
No, according to him,
Okay.
it was 25 minutes. But then on the plaque, he had 802.25.
802.
I mean, several media people took to social media to talk about it. I mean, with respect to some of the anomalies that they've chanced upon, especially with the plaque, the look and feel of the plaque, the font, the design of the plaque itself. Number one, the information on the plaque, how inconsistent it was or it is to some of the things that is happening. We'll talk to Benny before I wrap up with my editorial. Let me